Warriors leading by 8. Iguodala dishes to Lee. On the wing, Iguodala. He's got 11. Atlanta calls timeout. Teague for 3. An absolutely remarkable shot. And a tight game here as we end the first half. The Warriors on top, up by 5. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter. Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break at halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third.
Tremendous output from Iguodala. He's got 11 points, and he's knocked down a pair of three-pointers in this game, too.
Well, they might want to think about setting a few more screens for him to try to give him another open look or two.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And so in the game for the Hawks, Millsap at power forward with Horford at center. Teague and Korver in the backcourt. And it's Bazemore at the 3 spot. Curry attacking. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It will be 3 points if he converts at the line. Well, you look at the numbers for the Warriors last season. Their offense revolved around Steph Curry, and no surprise.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Kevin. The numbers were staggering. I mean, with Curry on the floor, they were right at the top of the league in offensive efficiency. When he sat down, they were the worst. A lot was on his shoulders, and he carried that burden away.
Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. It's Iguodala with the drive. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Iguodala's got the lead up to 9 now for the Warriors. Here's Millsap. Teague kicks to Korver. That 3 off the mark. The Warriors have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kevin, Steve Kerr taking over as head coach of the Warriors, a 5-time NBA champion. His focus is on creating sustained success. He said, we've got a chance to be really good for the next decade. Let's just take a swing every year and be consistent with our efforts, and we'll have our chances. And we get to watch it, Kevin.
Looking to build something that'll last. Thank you, Doris.
A lot of big things happened for Kyle Korver last year, but the one that sticks out in my mind is that he was able to tie and then break the record of 90 consecutive games with a made three-pointer. Says a lot about him as a player, his work ethic, and his consistency.
He's always been extremely reliable at the line, and today's been no different.
Back to Iguodala. They double him with Horford. It's Iguodala with the drive. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
But, you know, they've got a nice lead. Don't take any chances. The simple one-hander is just fine.
That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Bazemore. And for Korver last season, his streak ending at 127 games with a made 3. And it was his most efficient season, Clark, as far as his scoring.
Well, he was over 90% at the line, and he hit from everywhere on the floor. I mean, an absolute laser from behind that three-point line. You look at his shot chart, and it's a big field of green, which is made buckets.
Well, Clark, a clear lane to the basket and the emphatic jam.
And that is outstanding attacking basketball.
Well, he had no choice but to take that one to the bucket.
Out of this world, aerial skills for a guy of his size.
Kevin, that's what separates him from some of the other point guards around the league. The ability to rise and throw it down.
And I wouldn't be surprised if that spurs them on. Maybe he sparks a little bit of a comeback here. Timeout
called the Warriors.
Paul Millsap is one of the most versatile forwards in the game, a natural power forward, but he brings some small forward qualities as well. He's a heck of a player, and he's developed that three-point shot to round out his game.
Hawks making a switch here. Carroll's checked in. 1:57 left in the third quarter. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession. And Millsap able to score facing up or with his back to the basket.
Yeah, inside and out. Reversible clothing is Paul Millsap, and he's a handful. Now, he's an undersized forward, but he can make the three. He's physical. He can get to the line. He's got a number of crafty shots. This guy is really, really underrated as a player.
These 2K Blazers will wear their reversible. You didn't know that, did you?
Not until just now.
Boy, they've looked good in the open floor today. That's had a lot to do with their success.
Well, they've been doing the right thing, Steve. Anytime they've had numbers, they've gone straight up court with it right away. Boom.
Well, he's been a real positive factor for them today, although, you know, as a team, they've had a lot of negatives mixed in there as well.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Carroll passes to Millsap. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Bazemore. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Teague's got 6 assists in the game.
That's outstanding hang-time improvisation right there.
Outside, Green. Iguodala dishes to Thompson. Clock at 6. And Curry, here we go. And Lee with the stuff.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
Well, now is the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
That could give him a huge injection of energy, Clark.
And Kevin, that's exactly what they need right now. They've got to close the gap.
Forget about that for a second. How about the burst to the bucket for a point guard? Boy, he can power those down.
And Green gets it to go. The Hawks trail by 8. In the corner, Bazemore with it. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. On the wing, Iguodala. From the arc. Off target. And a great show. Here's Teague. Curry and Thompson, the Splash Brothers in the backcourt. Green at the 4 with Lee at the 5. And it's Barnes and the small forward. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
Korver kicks to Teague. That's blocked. There's the lob to the hoop. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Yeah, this is threatening to get kind of ugly out here.
Teague kicks to Korver. Back to Teague. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Goes up again. Up again. And the dunk by Horford.
That kind of putback turns a simple rebound into a highlight play.
He assaulted the glass, you're right, then assaulted the rim.
Yeah, now that's getting the job done on the boards.
Barnes kicks to Spates. Dishes it to Thompson. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Thompson's got the lead up to 10 now for the Warriors.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on the clinic on how to share the ball.
I just love the mentality they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing anything. They're moving it side to side and working to get a good shot.
Curry kicks to Thompson. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. And the Warriors lead by 9.
A very hot shooting second half has seen them bring that field goal percentage way up.
Yeah, they're cruising now, really looking to add to this lead, and this has been a clinic, Clark.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, the great passing we saw in the first half is carried right over into the second.
Well, they've also really been dialed in with their jump shot. I mean, they have not missed much from mid-range today.
Here's Bazemore. Tipped away. Here's Barnes. A quick shot there, and it's off target.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
And the call will be against Jeff Teague. That'll be his second foul of the game. Some changes for Golden State. Draymond Green, who's checked in for Spates. And it's Iguodala in for Barnes. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Kevin, during that last break, I heard the Warriors coach as he addressed his team. He wants to make sure they stay assertive and aggressive on the offensive end, saying, I don't want to sit on this lead. Let's build on it and not give them a chance of coming back. Guys?
No one near Curry as he lets it go. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
That's just run-of-the-mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
Millsap passes to Teague. Stolen by Thompson. Curry attacking. Paul Millsap with the rebound. Millsap's got his 5th rebound in this one. Back to Teague. Iguodala with the steal. And Iguodala with a clear path to the hoop. Just floating to the rim on that slam.
Boy, when he gets up and stays up.
Boy, smooth and graceful. How about the hang time? That's impressive.
It's deflected. Kicks to Bazemore. Green with the rebound.
This is not the slam dunk contest. You don't get do-overs. You got to finish the job. Boy, and this run really triggered by their transition offense.
Now, I've seen a burst of energy from these guys, and their offense really starting to click.
And once again off the mark by Atlanta. And it's the Warriors' ball. They've got an 8-0 run. And Thompson kicks to Iguodala. Thompson outside. Off target from outside. The Hawks trail by 14. Teague for 3. Here's Horford. He dishes it to Korver.
Well, clearly we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. And I think this was an excellent all-around performance for the Warriors.
I agree, Steve, and this is a game where the defense, Clark Steele specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created extra possessions for him too, Kevin. Scoring opportunities they cashed in on, and that effort, a big part of what will be a nice victory tonight.
That's his first three-pointer of the half. Remember, he did make one in the first half as well.
Iguodala dishes to Thompson. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Well, he's just launching from the three-point line right now because I don't like his shot selection at all. This run probably just a case of too little too late.
But at least they're still going after it and playing hard. It would have been very easy to throw in the towel a while ago.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Shot's good by Iguodala.
Just a little bit more for these fans to cheer about as they get ready to celebrate the win.
Well, they can already start to celebrate, Steve, and they should let their team hear it. They were good.
Korver, no luck. Now here's Iguodala. On the wing, Thompson. From downtown. Offensive rebound.
Well, it's a wrap, fellas. There's no way you come back in this one.
Not anymore. Any chance of that happening went out the window a while ago.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. Some days, Clark, everything goes right for a team, and they just had one of those games.
Yeah, it certainly was. I mean, these guys played a great all-around basketball game here.
Thank you for joining us for this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark, Steve, and Doris, and the rest of the crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Last but not least, here is your Jordan Player of the Game, Klay Thompson.